my channel. I'm on a roll with filming today, just gonna tell you that much. Welcome back to Vlogmas. I hope you don't mind this little interlude to talk about some books. If you've been watching my book videos this year, you'll know there's been ups and downs. I think October was my worst month with a total of 1 book. So I am happy to confirm that in November, I have tripled my last book total of the month. So in November, I managed to read a grand total of 3 books. Here they are in all their glory. I'm going to run through these with you. Whoa. Yeah, I'm going to run through these with you, and then I'm going to get on to what I hope to read in December. I can't believe we're in December, and you know what else I can't believe? I've been doing these book videos for a whole year now. I started my first one with my January wrap up, I'm pretty sure. So this is literally the 12th one. No, that's a lie. This is the 11th one because this is November's wrap up. But yeah, we're nearly at a whole year, which is madness. I would love for you to comment down below if you want to continue these next year, because the views on these videos are not as high as the rest of my videos, but I do like doing them anyway regardless of who sees it, because I think it kind of keeps me accountable with my reading goals and encourages me to read more. So yeah, let me know if you would like me to continue them. I think I will, but also I'm kind of debating whether to just talk about my books in my vlogs. So let me know what you prefer, so I can just do a little reading section in my normal vlogs, if that's something that you guys would want to see, or I can keep going with the monthly book updates. It's totally your call. But yeah, let's get into it. So the first book I read in November was Finding Love at the Christmas Market by Jo Thomas. Her name is covered up by the sticker. And yeah, I got into the Christmas spirit early with this book all the way back in November, and I really enjoyed it, I have to say. It's the cheesiest thing ever. It's a little bit cringe at times, but it is very like heartwarming. It's just like a very easy read. I got through it very quickly, hence 3 books this month. About a woman who has had like some online dating disasters, and she works for a residential home, and they like set her up with this guy in Germany, and so they go to the German Christmas markets, hence the title, so that they can meet, basically. I hope that was an okay description. You'll notice I don't really do like plot summaries because I'm really bad at them. I never know how much to say without like giving away like too much of the plot, but yeah, I hope that was okay. I really liked this book. It was a super easy read and would recommend it if you want to get into the Christmas spirit. Also, a little PSA, this was in the 3 for £5 deal at The Works, which is where I got 2 of my other Christmas books that I'm going to be reading in December. But this was the only Christmas book that I'd really heard of before. I remember a lot of people reading it last year, and I was like, oh, I really want to read that, but by the time that I'd like found it and sorted it and stuff, it was too late. Christmas had been and gone. So when I saw it this year, I was like, this is my year to read some Christmas books. And we kicked it off with this one. Next up, I read Shirley Ballas's autobiography, Behind the Sequins. This was gifted to me by my nana. She sent it to me in the post, which is so cute, because I'm a humongous Strictly fan, if you didn't know that already. So yeah, I probably wouldn't have picked this book up myself, but I'm never going to turn down a book. And I do actually love an autobiography, and I'd probably read anyone's, to be quite honest. I used to be really into them when I was younger, and I think it was just having that thing of like looking up to someone or like being interested in their life when I saw them like on TV or whatever, and just like wanted to learn more about them, and I always find them really interesting. I do find them a little bit hard to get into at the start, when it's like they're just telling you about like where they grew up and what street they lived on and stuff like that, but once you get past that bit, the actual content is always like pretty spot on, in my opinion. So this one did not disappoint. I actually have so much respect, like more respect for her now, knowing like all the things she's been through. It was really interesting to hear like how she got into dance, what kind of like sacrifices she made to be able to make this her career, how much like hard work she's put into everything to get where she is. I just think it's like hats off to her, like fair play. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think as well I enjoyed it because of like the dance aspect. and how much reference she made to like how much she had to train and like all the technical sides of it and stuff, which I obviously appreciated because I'm a dance student as well. I think that's why I kind of like related to it a little bit more. But even if you're not a dancer and you're a fan of Strictly, then I recommend reading Shirley's book. And then the third book I got through in December, no, not December, November, was Giovanna Fletcher's Billy and Me. I want to say this is her first book. It was first published in 2013. I don't know if that makes it her first one or not. But I do have her whole collection now, also from the works, little PSA. So yeah, this is Billy and Me. It is the cheesiest, like, I think chick flick, chick lit, like this is it. But it's a super easy read if you're into romance books, or literally just an easy read for your Sunday evening. Like, this is your book. It's about a like kind of like girl next door kind of character who grows up like not really knowing what she wants to do in life, and then she meets this famous actor who they fall in love, blah blah blah. There's a lot more to it than that, but again, I don't want to give too much away. But it kind of goes into like the main character's like backstory and all like the trauma she's been through. There was a couple of like moments in it where I was like, whoa, I didn't see that coming, that was a bit triggering. But other than that, it was like, I feel like those moments kind of did add to like the depth of the story, because otherwise it literally is just a bit of chick lit. And the reviews on Goodreads are not good for this book. They're all saying that it's like poorly written and it just nothing happened. And yeah, I think I read one that said that it was like fan fiction. I was like, maybe. I really enjoyed it, but I like this kind of thing, like just a little easy read. I wouldn't just read this kind of book, but it's kind of nice to break up like non-fiction with a bit of light-hearted easiness. I also feel like I needed this kind of book to like break up my habit of not reading more than one book in a month. So yeah, that kind of helped me get out of that little cycle, because I was able to read that pretty quickly. So yes, they're my 3 for November. Let's have a little recap. So we have Find Love at Christmas Market, Shirley and Giovanna. And I really liked all of these equally. I don't think any of them really like stood out for me as like a solid favourite, but I think they're all like on an even playing field, I would say, out of like an enjoyment level for me personally. But moving on, we're on to December. I'm shooting my expectations high with another 3 books, hopefully. I have another week and a half of, not even that, of college. Then I have a week off, and then I'm working pretty solidly for the next 2 weeks, like over Christmas. But hopefully I'll still have time to read. So the other 2 books I got in the works deal was Christmas at the Cupcake Cafe by Jenny Colgan, which is this one. Again, it's literally just another like chick lit, cheesy romance kind of book is what I'm expecting. This is a Sunday Times bestseller. There you go. And it has a quote from, like, has a review from Sophie Kinsella on the back, so I trust it. So I think I'm going to read this one next. I'm going to leave that one by my bed. And then we're going to move on to The Holiday Swap, which is also from the works. I feel like I spoke about these books very recently, like when I bought them. So I'm not going to go into too much detail, but this just reminded me of the movie The Holiday. And I feel like I'm going to be disappointed when it's not that. But yeah, these are my 2 Christmas reads. And then the third one we're going for is Always with Love, which is the sequel to Billy and Me, which I didn't actually realise until my friend came over and told me that it was. So I'm going to go for this one next. I know, well, I'm pretty much expecting this to be just an extension of the last one, and I'm sure it will be just as good. These are my 3 books for December, and then I've got a few of the like Law of Attraction, like Good Vibe, I think it's called Good Vibes, I can't see, I haven't got my glasses on, but the Vex King book, and I have the, oh, what is it called? Oh, The Power of Now. I think I'm going to leave those for January and then have them as like starting the year on a high kind of vibe, is what we're going to go for with those. And then I've got another couple that I still need to get through. And then it might be time to buy a few more books because I am actually getting through them. I might get some for Christmas, or if not, I'm probably going to buy some with the Christmas money. So that was my November wrap up and December TBR. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know, like I said at the beginning, what you want me to do with the BookTube situ. If you want me to carry on doing these monthly videos going into next year, let me know. I will obviously do my December wrap up and my January TBR just to finish off like the whole year. I probably will end up just carrying on as normal, but I would like to know your input, whether you'd like me to carry them on or just talk about reading in my vlogs. So let me know. If you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up and hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!